Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually in my email program because I want to actually put you in a real life scenario of a storytelling email, okay? And I've actually just sent one, and we're going to use a couple of markets as examples because this will show you how you can use like a template driven system to write these story type emails. So what I'm going to do now is click here, and this would be the golf one, and then we'll do another market after. So I'll click here, and that is my email that I've written here. So you're in Arnie's Insider Golf News, okay? And I'm just going to bring this right up so we can see the email. Now, this is really interesting and all the different sort of triggers in it. So I'll take you through this step by step so you can, really sort of get into it. First of all, we have Arnie's Golfing Gazette, exclusive insider news on what's happening in the golfing world today. Now, by having this header tag in each email you send out, okay, your subscriber's going to get used to who it is. And remember, we've actually put exclusive insider news. We're not saying, hey guys, I'm trying to sell you something. It's if someone's opted in for something in golf, then they're going to like the stuff about getting insider news, so that's pretty important. Also notice, I want to try and draw your attention to everything about crafting emails, using just these dotted lines here and here for the header tag, and then also highlighting, like if I click there, you can see that highlight the asterisks for insider news. So I've written this email as if it was to myself, and I'll go through it now. Hi Andrew, Arnie Gallagher here, and a big, again stressed, congratulations for signing up to my Insider Golf News. You're in for a real treat. As a fellow golf enthusiast, you can be sure to be kept updated with where to buy the best clubs, never get ripped off again, how to perfect your swing, add 30 to 50 yards to your drive and whip your opponents every time you play, the latest PGA tours and competitions as they arise. Before we go on, now let's just study this first part of the email, okay? You've established, okay, who you are in your header tag. You're a name, okay? You're not like a nameless person. You're thanking them for signing up, okay? You are saying that as a fellow golf enthusiast, you're aligning yourself for the reader. You can be sure to be kept updated. So again, it doesn't sound like we're selling. We're establishing a relationship. You're a knowledgeable source. Where to get clubs, how to perfect your swing. Again, whip your opponents every time you play. Remember from Module 1, we went into the passion markets and we said one of the biggest motivators and drivers and influence is they want to beat their peers. So that's why I've added that in there. And obviously people who like golf tend to watch TV, which is the PGA Golf Tours. So I've established there that I'm a source of information. Now, before we go on, I have an embarrassing story to share with you today. You see, I love using sort of controversy because if I just said something like, I have an exciting story, well, yeah, that would still be pretty good. But when you say something embarrassing, you get people's attention. It's, if you think what the front page of a paper is, it's always something shocking or embarrassing or scandal or something of it like that. So embarrassing sounds a bit more interesting. Plus, it makes your reader realize, like, hey, this guy's pretty, normal, down to earth. He's pretty cool. I pretty much like him. He's talking to me from his, inner self. My current subscribers, Andrew, tell me this is really inspirational to them. A few years ago, my golf swing was terribly inconsistent. Seriously, I really loved golf, but no matter what I did, I just couldn't get my swing right. I would probably change that actually. I'm just reading over that email. I've just noticed this for the first time ever. I would put that in present tense, like seriously, I really do love golf. Just a quick note there to myself. Have you ever felt like that before, Andrew? Again, this name tag would be replaced by your autoresponder system, which is talked about in Module 2, list building. I either hooked it into oblivion or heard that familiar plop as it dropped into a lake. I seriously thought I was cursed. If I was lucky, it went into a sand bunker. I'm just kidding, but you can see where I'm coming from. It got very frustrating. Now, what I'm doing here, again, I want to point this out, is I'm using golf language. The term hooked there is when you score it off to the left or the right. I can't actually remember now, but that is golf language. Familiar plop. I'm using sounds to create a feeling within the reader. And again, I'm sure many golfers have hit their balls into lakes and rivers and stuff. I know I certainly have. So you're using various senses to different emotions to really get into your reader's head. So I'm talking about, it was very frustrating, and I did have this problem. And again, we know that one of the main reasons people get into the golf market is to improve their swing. Again, that was from Module 1. So we're moving on here. But then I discovered a few insider secrets that pro used that seemed to almost improve my swing almost overnight. These simple techniques were very easy to implement, but made a massive difference to my game. I discovered one of them from this guide, howtoswinglikeapro.com. I've been really happy with it and thought I would share it with you. It's helped a lot of my members. Click here to check it out. Now, to draw, this is an element of trigger number 3 or 4, which is social proof, and again, we'll be doing a separate video on that. But when you say it's helped a lot of my members, it's not like, I'm saying, right, go and buy this. I'm talking about how it's helped me, but it's helped my members. So again, people think, well, it's helped his members. Well, then I would pretty much assume that, that's pretty cool. It's going to help me then. Click here to check it out. And then you finish with, hope you enjoy it. I'll be in touch tomorrow with an interesting article. Trust me, you'll really enjoy this one. Talk tomorrow. Arnie Gallagher, the little guy with a big swing. And again, to analyse this last proportion of the email, we are talking about, I'll be in touch tomorrow, as in, I'm not just sending you a random email and I'm going to disappear. I'm going to be your buddy, I'm going to be your friend, and we're going to establish a relationship, and you're now part of our golfing community. And then I use the name Arnie Gallagher again. Use something that is a character that you're going to build on, and I always use a sig file as well. The little guy with a big swing. So that sounds like I'm humble, humility. So you want to create a likable character and stories. So there's a lot of triggers in an email like this, and I'm going to show you in the next email in another market how you can just really transfer this across, and you can apply it to hundreds of markets, and email works really well. I'm going to show you the results of it. Actually, I'll show you the results now. Oh, sorry. Before I move on, obviously with the new FTC rules, I've just put in a disclaimer link. Please note the above is part of an affiliate offer. If you buy anything from this, I may be compensated. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice, but part of the FTC guidelines do say that you must disclose on any promotion that you're making. You have to disclose if you're going to get compensated from it. So, it's always advisable to put a disclaimer like that in. But as I said, I'm not a lawyer, and seek your own legal advice. So let me just go into Aweber here and show you the results. So I've just jumped across to Aweber, which is my list management system, and this is the email, as you can see, with the one we've just went over. What I'm going to do is go to reports. Now, to give you an idea, it obviously varies. A lot of factors, how many people have been in your list, and where your leads have come from and everything like that, and where your subscribers have come from. But you can sort of expect anywhere from a 5 to 10% open rate, with maybe a 1 to 2% click-through rate. Actually, I think the average industry rate's really low. But I just want to show you the sort of totals that I'm getting, the percentages, okay? So bear in mind, 1 to 2% click-through rate, and maybe 5-10% open rate. So we're going to click follow-up percentages. 69% open rate and 102% click rate. Now that can be the same subscriber clicking again, which does happen. It's probably not unique clicks, but I would say it's probably about 60%. Now if I sent a lot of traffic to this, I'm pretty sure that I would maintain maybe around 50% open rate, and probably around maybe 30 to 40% click-through rate. But what I'm saying is, it's about 10 times over what your average email is. So very, very important and highly effective. And you can just do this across so many different markets. So exciting stuff, very exciting stuff indeed. So let's go back to the email, and let's show you another one. Again, it's exactly the same email, but now this is for the guitar market. Okay, welcome to Gav's Guitar Insider. So let's go through this. Gavin Paul's Guitar World, exclusive insider news on what's happening in the world of guitar today. And I've used the word Gavin Paul. If you know about guitars, Les Paul is a very popular make. So I've actually, again, it's sort of subconscious. If you know about guitars, then it sounds, like a guitar makes name. So again, you're like sort of, almost like borrowing, brands and stuff. You're not coming out and saying that you are the manufacturer, but again, it's just indirect implication. So it's pretty cool. Gavin Paul here, and a big congratulations for signing up to my Insider News. You're in for a real treat. As a fellow guitar enthusiast, you can be sure to be kept updated with the best resources to get free tab. Now again, if you went into the guitar market as shown in Module 1 and did research, you can find out what do people want to know, what are their keywords that they're searching for, and then answer them in these 3 bullet points. So that's how you could get them, again, for any market. The best online deal and up to 40% off guitar equipment, interactive surveys and polls about the hottest riffs in guitar. So again, you're a source of news, you're a recognised authority, your emails are clean and neat, you're highlighting certain things, you're thanking them for coming to the letter, you're giving them short bullet points that you're an authority and you're a source of news. You're not trying to sell them anything. Okay, before we go on, I have an embarrassing story to share with you today. My current subscribers, Andrew, tell me this is really inspirational to them. A few years ago, I was playing in a small bar. We had about 10 to 20 people watching. I was playing Stairway to Heaven, the good old Led Zeppelin classic, and totally screwed up one of the chord changes from D major to F. Seriously, I really love playing the guitar, but that one chord, damn it! Have you ever felt like that before, Andrew? There's one particular chord change that stops you perfecting a song. You can't play it in front of your friends either because you know you'll give up and be embarrassed. And I seriously thought I was cursed. Seriously, I would get it right in about 120 times, and it got really frustrating. So, again, let's get really deep into this email and explain it. We are talking, again, their language, okay? Maybe that's what people strive to do, is just play in a small bar, okay? So you're achieving what people maybe want to do who are on your newsletter. And you're talking about a really famous song. Again, you've got to do a bit of research in your market. Again, I personally do play the guitar. Yeah, I can play Stairway to Heaven. I do actually mess up this chord change sometimes. I'm pretty good at it now, but no, that's how I can relate to this market. So you're telling them about a really famous song, and one of these chord changes is something that was hard for me, and it is hard for other guitar players sometimes. But no, it's cool. Anyway, enough of trying to compliment my ego. Let's get on with the lesson. So I'm aligning people with that. How they've played, playing the guitar, and one chord is something that really screws them up every time. And you're asking them, have you ever felt like that before, Andrew? You're aligning yourself with the reader. You're saying as well, you're getting deep to the point. People like to play the guitar, show off to their friends, but you're saying you don't want to play the song because you'll goof up and be embarrassed. This is speaking to your inner self about the guitar, to their inner self. And it's easy for me to write an email again like that, because I play guitar and I know this stuff. But I'm pretty sure I could research other markets and just go into them and do it as well. But then I discovered a few insider guitar secrets the pros used that seemed to improve the chord change almost overnight. These simple techniques were very easy to implement but made a massive difference to how I played. I discovered one of them from this guide. And then you have your link there to your guitar product. I've been really happy about it and thought I would share this with you. It's helped a lot of my members. Now Stairway to Heaven is no problem. Maybe not as good as Jimmy Page, but hey, I'm getting there. So you're saying there, you're not as good as Jimmy Page. You're knowledgeable in guitar. Jimmy Page was obviously Led Zeppelin's guitarist. So again, you're speaking their language, very important. Click here to check it out. So you're an authentic source. You're not just trying to sell them something. You're just trying to help them with a guide that has helped you. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be in touch with an interesting article. Trust me, you'll really enjoy this one. And then you have your SIG file again. And this is just another part you can add in. P.S. I currently own a 2007 Fender Stratocaster Maple Neck. Awesome guitar. Have you got anything at the moment? Let me know and I'll show you some cool places to learn riffs. This is, again, this is going to be going into one of the triggers. I think it's 3 or 4 in the PowerPoint slide about interacting with your audience. Now, can you understand here how this stuff took me? I mean, I've been doing this stuff for 10 years. I'm getting so old. But, I've broken this down to a science, and if you can learn to write emails like this, what are people going to say when they see an email from your name? They're going to look forward to reading this. You're going to get those better open rates, you're going to get better conversion rates, and you're ultimately going to make a ton more money. And the good thing is, if you can get better open rates and better click-through rates, it means you can, if you're going to pay for advertising to get leads, then you can actually afford to pay more because you're going to make more. So it's a massive, gives you a lot of leverage, and it's really important. So that's sort of the storyline. Let's go back to the other magic triggers and go through them step by step.